attending today are already here. We're also live streaming this over. Apologize for that, everybody. I think I accidentally left the meeting, but I'm back. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you and see you.
Okay, good. Well, hey, how would any webinar go without having some kind of technical difficulty? I think I actually signed out right when I said, hey, we're live streaming this. So anyhow, I'm back, and we're glad that you're here with us today. I just wanted to give a quick housekeeping about attending our webinars. Everybody's already on mute, so hopefully your volume is working with your headsets and your speakers on your devices, but we will be taking questions over chat. So up in the top of Zoom, there is a Q&A, and there's also a chat button right there. If there's something you want us to highlight over or further elaborate on, we'll be able to do that via chat. There'll be a Q&A at the end of the seminar. We'll go through a quick introduction of the team right now, and then we'll go through what our Sherpa platform and an instant communication platform is with our chatbot is. But first, let's introduce some of our team. I'll go first. I'm Nick Pack. I'm Western Regional Sales Manager here in Northern California. I have a little background on me. I've been in the industry since 2010. So I'm approaching about 11 years in solar. Like a dinosaur in solar, I guess. But with that said, we're excited to be doing everything that we can here at K2 to support your industry and here in the solar industry as things continue to change and advance. We continue to invest in our customers and making sure we have the right tool bases and support systems for you guys. And I want to pass that over to the rest of the team. I want to thank Dakota for joining. Dakota Lum is our marketing manager. She can introduce herself.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dakota. I'm usually in the background here, but always trying to put these webinars on for you. So if you ever have any suggestions for what you'd like to see more from us, please send me a chat or feel free to shoot me an email. We want to make sure we're providing all the training that you need to be successful in solar. So thank you for joining us today.
Excellent. Dakota, thank you for making these things happen. We couldn't do this without you, buddy. I also want to make sure I give some of our technical sales team who are directly interfacing with you via the Sherpa platform. I'll go ahead and start with Brendan Dooley, if you get a chance to say hello real quick.
Hey y'all, Brendan Dooley. I'm a technical sales rep, so I can help you with any questions that you have about installation, certification, engineering documents, or just designing a system. I'm free to help. You can call me anytime. We'll have our information at the end of the webinar, but thanks for joining. Nice to meet y'all.
Excellent. Thank you, Brandon. And last but not least, I want to make sure we introduce Luz Rojano. She is also in technical sales. Go ahead, Luz.
Thank you, Nick. It's a pleasure to be here. As Nick mentioned, I'm in the technical sales area, supporting clients on the West Coast. I've been with the company about 1.5 years. So feel free to contact me if you need help with your projects or if you have any questions about products. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Luz. We really appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get started here, and let's get a quick introduction to K2 if any of you haven't already been talking with us in the past. So just a brief overview of the agenda today. We already went over introductions to the team. We're going to go over about K2. We're going to talk about Sherpa. We're going to talk about how it interfaces with Base 3.0, our drafting and design tool, which has just about 90% of our products are built in there. We're getting that last couple bits of our solar racking equipment in here. I love this picture that we're looking at actually right here, because this is a system that we did here in Northern California, carport system with our racking in here. And this is actually a first response station in Dublin, California. It says police services, but there's an abundance of firefighters who use this station. There's an abundance of EMT services that use this station. So really, really cool that we get to be a part of these kind of projects. And we actually, Luz, And even Brendan had a large portion of contributions to this project. So let's go ahead and get started with just a little bit of background on the team. Miguel is not joining us today, but there's myself right there. Brendan had a chance to say hello, and Luz as well. Miguel is a product engineer down in Mexico, but he couldn't make it today. But just so you could not just get a chance to hear our voices, but see our faces. Our contact info will be at the end of the actual presentation here. So a little bit of background about K2, where we're going and where we've been. 210 employees globally. We have 10 worldwide locations across Europe. We're even into Africa, Asia, and in Latin America as well. Worldwide distribution is over 100 distributors that we work with. Not just all the big names here in Northern California that you're already used to, but we actually work with a lot of global distributors as well. 16 gigawatts of solar installed across our entire across all of our teams. So that's a excellent number that we are very proud of. And every time that we get just one more rooftop solar installation down, we're very, very excited for all that kind of stuff. And we're excited to support you guys in the same journey together. So let's keep driving on. 10 locations, like I said. Our headquarters is in Renningen, Germany. We're in Italy, France, England. We are in, actually, we need to change that because we're now in Oceanside, California. So, but we'll get that switched over. Our old warehouse was Vista, so I need to update that page. Apologize for that. Guadalajara, Mexico, South Africa, Brazil, Australia, and just to name a few of them for you guys here. Australian market's actually been a lot of high demand as well. So this is our coverage across the map. Very excited to see this perpetually grow. So let's get right into Sherpa and talk about exactly what it is. So for a very long time in Europe, we had been using this instant chat service and support with our base tool and our website services. So it's a completely free chat system. You don't have to sign up for anything, and you can actually opt out of it whenever you want. There is, like we said, there's no sign up at all. You just click the button on our website and you can chat with Luz or Brendan or even myself at one click. We'll go over that. It is available 24 hours a day. Of course, when it's not during business hours, we can't get you a real person, especially in North America. So if the AI that's in the chat bot will have to suffice for when it's, like a 1 a.m. question or something like that. Some of us are always working, right? So it's compatible with WhatsApp, and it's also compatible with Apple devices like with iMessage as well. So, but today we'll be demonstrating on WhatsApp. WhatsApp's actually a globally adopted instant messenger platform. A lot of businesses actually run off of WhatsApp as well. So we're happy to make sure we have that interface available and ready for everybody. And if we can't answer if the chatbot can't answer your question, it'll actually immediately notify one of our tech sales reps to make themselves available for your question here. So let's kind of go over where is it and how does it work. So I'm gonna jump off the presentation and show you two ways that you can actually engage with us. One will be on our base planning tool with base 3.0, and one will be right from our website. They actually intersect together because both of them are available right on our website. So I'll exit out of this screen really quick. We'll go on over to the base tool. So if you guys aren't familiar with base, I gotta move this a little bit out of the way. I'm gonna move that bar out of the way so I can get to the buttons. There we go. So if you aren't familiar with our base design tool, I'm going to go right to our website at k2systems.com US. And you'll notice that we have a scroll of different products that are available, new products as well, and some of the updated products. There's some of our team members right there actually on that scroll. But the way to get to our base design tool is either you can click on the banner ad right here for base, or I can go to service, and then I can go to base online tool. And this is where it interfaces with Sherpa as well. You'll see Sherpa's already at the landing page of K2 Systems right here, but let's go ahead and see how it interfaces with base. Go to Start Base, It's going to automatically recognize me because, of course, I have an account as a K2 employee. And I'm going to basically simulate for you an occurrence where you could actually use Sherpa, and we'll be able to engage with the chat bot, that's the AI tool, and then we'll also be able to engage with Brendan and Luz over the chatting interface. So I'm going to go to an existing project that I already have. We could start a new project, but for the sake of time and demonstration, I'm going to go to one that's already preloaded. But there's a caveat to this. I'm actually going to make sure that there is possibly a roadblock of something that I don't know how to fix. So we're going to show you something that probably you would run into, or any of our users might run into, on their ability to find something on the base tool. Maybe they couldn't find it, so they wanted to get some instant support. So let's go ahead and show you how that can be resolved. So I have a project right here. Whoops. It's going to take me to my project. It's in progress project. And this is one that's over at 2700 Mitchell Drive here in Northern California. Let's zoom in a little bit further on this here. There's that project right here at the Contra Costa School of Performing Arts. It looks like it's already preloaded with an array, but I'm going to go ahead and go into the project itself. And the goal here is what we wanted to do and what we couldn't find was we couldn't find the tilt system for the Crossrail tilt system. So let me go ahead and go to design. Oh, looks like I gotta just make sure let me go over here real quick. So this is the one, there we go. Apologize for the delay on that, guys. So we're in the design portion right here, and I'm having an issue that's kind of something we've heard in the past in our tickets, where customers have called in and said, oh, look, I'm looking for your guys's tilt system with the Crossrail, and I typed in flat roof on the tool, but I'm unable to find it in this portion that says design. So I already know where it is, but we're gonna act as if we're the customer. So I'm gonna go right over here to chat, and I'm going to chat over to Sherpa. And when you click on this, the landing page for the actual chatting system will come up. We do have a policy that we, in order to use it, you do have to accept the terms and conditions of communicating back and forth with us digitally. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit accept. For WhatsApp, you do need to make sure that you have WhatsApp loaded on your computer. So that's definitely something that has to be already interfaced onto your machine. I'm gonna go ahead and click on WhatsApp right here. It's gonna go through the API bridge to the phone number system that we offer, and it's gonna come over here to the actual chatting right here. And you can see here that we also already have some history right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit hello K2. And I'm gonna send that right over there. So that means that I'm now chatting with us. Oops. Let me try that one more time here. Well, it looks like the tool already told me that it couldn't understand what I was asking it. So that looks like a default answer from the actual tool. So let me go ahead and just say hello K2 one more time. I think maybe because I already had an automatically cached conversation there, it was already working on it. So let me go try from the beginning one more time here and let it get caught up. Just give it 1 second for the browser to pop back up. Sorry about that. A little bit of a messy desktop there. Apologies. We want to go right back to our main page here. Oops. Apologize for the delay there. I had to kind of reset my WhatsApp. So let me go ahead and go back. There we are. We're back at the tool. So let me go back to the actual tool, and we'll start a new conversation over here with the chat. we're back. I'm going to click accepting the terms and conditions, go to WhatsApp. It's going to open up an API bridge over to WhatsApp, open up my login, and continue to chat. There it goes. Excellent. So from here, we're going to say, hello, K2. And there is the actual Sherpa chatbot responding to us. It's asking me if I can define the actual issue that I'm having. So what it does is it automatically prompts for the first communication you have. I had an old thread there, so I apologize for the delay on that. It will automatically populate a new ticket when you see this header pop up where it introduces itself as the chat robot. It's trained here to help us if anything goes wrong with the conversation. Just type human, and that'll get you over to one of our service technicians, Brendan, or over to Luz and any other of our team members that are available. Now, what it's asking us right here, I can support you with the following topics. So in order to get information kind of organized from you in a categorized fashion, we provide 4 options here of what would you actually like support with. Would you like support with base planning? Do you need technical support on a product? For after sales, are you looking for one of our distributors or looking for a place of where you can buy K2 products? Or how about number 4, I just need help like navigating the website. I'm looking for a document and I don't necessarily know exactly what it's called. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead, since we were just on base and I had a little bit of a dilemma trying to select the Crossrail tilt system on my flat roof, I'm going to click number 1. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit tilt. Or how about, let's call it CR tilt up support. So what the Sherpa is doing right now is it's reading my question. And since I did ask a question that was a little bit, I would say like, more human or more of a normal question that somebody would ask for, like, I need help with Crossrail. The tool didn't directly understand what I was asking. So now it said, I will directly connect you with our team. And look, oh my gosh, Luz was right there. She's provided her contact info. Here's my information if you need any further. So we have a phone number, we have an email. How can I assist you today? I'm going to say, thank you, Luz. I need help with base and flat roof. CR tilt up. I can't find the product in design. Question mark. So we got a real prompt and fast response from Luz on that one. So and what Luz is going to try and do is answer us on this right here. What we would like technical support to teach us is we have a flat roof, we've outlined our array, but we just can't find the product. We think we're in the right spot, but we don't know. But we definitely want that right there. We want the tilt right there, but we can't get to it because the only product that it's allowing me to select is this our Dome R squared product. Dome R squared is a fantastic product with a dual pitch for ballasted, but we prefer to actually put in an anchored tilt system into this. And it looks like she just had time to respond to us right there. So let's go ahead and click over. Which roof did you select? Great question. I'm going to go back to the tool. I'm going to go back to roof. Let's click here. Let's do a little bit more investigating. We did a flat roof and roof covering is flat and it's a sheet material. Excellent. So I'm going to report back and tell her we clicked flat roof. We selected flat roof. Just for complete reference, guys, the product that I'm interested in for installing on this property is the Crossrail tilt-up system. So this is what we're looking for right here on the base tool. And we actually get this question quite often. Oh, she just responded here with support. Understood. Could you check and choose if it's a rectangle shape? Let's go ahead and take a look. Going back to the tool. Yes, we did select a rectangle shape for this particular roof. Just going to give everybody an opportunity to look at my complete just woke up face here on WhatsApp. And now I'm just waiting for the response really quick here. So the Crossrail tilt-up system that we have here, this is a fantastic system to get yourself to get your project a anchored south face tilt-up system made out of our racking, and we have the functionality to actually design the tilt of the system out of the actual same rails that you're using to span across. This is a fantastic way to support your array and your project, because your return on investment is that you only need small accessories that can ship UPS or in small boxes to create a vast tilt system across a system. This is compatible with landscape and with portrait. So you have the flexibility to build whatever you want, because all you need to do is cut the rail to length to make sure that you can actually achieve whatever degree you want. 10 degrees, 15 degrees, all the way up to 17 degrees. All right, excellent. It looks like Luz is recommending that I make sure you choose the correct fastening method. It must be fully anchored. Let's go ahead and go back over to the tool and do that. I'm going to go ahead and respond here and say, I'll go check. Will do. Checking now. This is instant support with the design tool. You didn't have to wait on hold or anything. You just go right back to your project. You know what? She was right. Fastening method right here is ballasted. So the difference between that is we have an option to do a fully anchored tilt system, or we could do a ballasted system with Domar squared. So let's go to fully anchored real quick here. Click continue. I don't have any obstructions on this side of the building that I wish to classify, so I'm going to continue through that. It's going to ask me if I want to make sure that I put any kind of elevated height obstructions. I'm going to go ahead and continue through that. It remembers the module that I'm putting on there, the Aptos DNA module. Let's go ahead and continue through that. And let me move this taskbar out of the way and go ahead and add the array. Hit add module area. Perfect. There it is. Tilt up is selected. It's an elevated tilt up system in portrait. I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And I'm going to go ahead and let Luz know we got it. That worked. Maybe I should have said we got it. Sometimes you get really excited and you type too fast. So yeah, we were able to do that. I'm going to save my project real quick. I'm going to go ahead and hit add. Can you guys still hear me? I apologize. I received a call from a customer and they bypassed the do not disturb somehow. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Terrific. Sorry about that, guys. So having a couple technical difficulties this morning, but now we are fully able to outfit the roof in solar. So we'll just go ahead and click a small module field here, and we can really outfit this entire system, this whole roof with an abundance of solar. So I think we can actually achieve, look at that, we can get yourselves 304 modules, 100 kilowatts of solar on this roof today. Gonna go ahead and hit save. And then we're gonna go through, so that was one scheme of how you can actually use the Sherpa tool to engage directly with a tech sales rep. This can be done instantly. We can create a ticket, evaluate our progress, and how we can support you better. So the next way to do this is I'm actually going to use the website instead of the base tool. I can still use the base tool if I want to continue designing my array. But let's go ahead and go back to our website, and then we'll show you how this is done. I'm going to go ahead and first let Luz know that thank you. We'll call you if we have any further questions. For further support. Excellent. So the second function that we can use the Sherpa tool in is, let's say that you're actually on our website and you need to find out some product information like technical support with a product. So I'm going to go right through onto the tool right through our website right here over at our landing page. And we're going to actually talk about the Crossrail product right now and the Crossrail tilt-up system. And I'm actually going to ask tech support for a couple questions about how the product works together. Since we do offer an abundance of different roof attachments, we offer multiple different profiles of our racking. I'm going to ask technical support for about one of the accessories we need for Crossrail tilt-up and ask them if they're interchangeable. So let me go ahead and start a new conversation with them, and I'm going to click on Sherpa up here. So this is actually just directly from the website. It's not on the base tool, but they're the same intersecting conversation tools. So I'm going to close WhatsApp one more time because I'm not using it right now, if that makes sense. And we're going to go back to the site. Computer's running a little bit slower today because it slows down a lot when we have Zoom. I don't know about everybody else, but sometimes when you're at home, the internet service providers, they kind of throttle back your service at certain hours. So, but luckily, be able to get back on the website very quickly here. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to Sherpa. I'm going to click on accept, and then I'm going to use WhatsApp one more time. And then the API bridge through WhatsApp will open up my app. Excellent. And I'm going to say, hello, K2. There's the prompt for the chatbot that's available for us 24 hours a day. And it's going to ask me, what type of question or what category of question do I have? What kind of information am I seeking? And the first thing I'm going to do is put technical support. Oh, terrific. I'm going to ask it about tilt, CR tilt accessories. And this is more of a human style question. So I don't think we're going to get a response from the AI yet. How about components? Question mark. It looks like the chat bot was unable to kind of just understand exactly what I was looking for. Maybe it's not filed in the directory of commonly asked questions in that fashion. So what's going to happen now is we're going to get what I prefer to actually have most of the time. And I think more of the audience we're speaking to prefers to engage directly with a person who can help us. So we should be able to get a person here pretty quick here. Oh, whoa, it's Luz again. That's amazing. I had a quick question. about CR tilt up again. We are using your CR44X rail. Can I still utilize the tilt assembly kit? How about kit with a lowercase I? Kind of butterfingers on the typing this morning, guys. Sorry. Now, what I'm asking Luz right now, as like, let's say like a new user to our system or somebody who's new to K2, is that same thing we were looking at with Crossrail Tilt Up. What I'm asking her is, oops, click here, products, and let's go to Crossrail System real quick. So as far as our racking system goes, and let me minimize this down just a little bit so you guys can see maybe the whole screen. She did already respond, but I wanted to get a little bit further into what I was asking tech support for. So we do offer 4 profiles of rail. And our latest one is our Crossrail 44, which is lighter in its weight, but not lighter in duty. It's actually a very robust rail. It's an open channel rail, but it's also designed with a T-track, so it accepts T-bolts. So this is kind of marrying the best of both worlds. You have the flexibility of wire management with an open rail, but you also have the fastening capacity of putting any accessories or structural attachments on with a T-bolt. T-bolt's actually one of the most strongest engagements you can have. So it's actually a preferred method of, spanning and installing solar panels across the structures. So with that said, some of our legacy profiles, not legacy and discontinued, but just maybe just legacy as in like past rails. Let's say that in the past they had only used our 48X, right? And now we have the new 44. And my question directly to tech support was, I have the new rail. I want to build one of the tilt-up systems, but I wanted to know if this tilt-up assembly kit right here, if you guys can, let me zoom in on this a little bit further. If this assembly kit right here, this tilt connector set, is compatible with the new racking system. And it looks like I got my answer here, right here. Let me take a look. One unread message. Oops. Yep, it's saying here, of course, the tilt-up connector is also compatible with the 44X. That's terrific. Excellent. Now I know. Great. That is the rail we are using today. Using for this project. Thank you. I will be back. More questions, I'm sure. Excellent. Excellent. So it was easy and fast to be able to get support right then and there over a couple instant messages with Sherpa. So since I'm done with that, that solves my question. I have my design in base. I've answered the question of whether or not I can use some of those tilt assembly kits with the rail with the new rail that I have a recent adoption of. So what I'd like to do now is actually go back to the website real quick here. And we're going to go ahead and create a new fresh ticket. And we're going to ask maybe like a more of an after sale question, just like we had here in the presentation. We already went over base planning, We went over some technical support about products and which ones fit some of the new products and some of the versatility of the older products and how they work together. What I'd like to go over is some of the after sales. Maybe I just, as a contractor installer, I just relocated to another part of Northern California, and I wanted to ask K2 directly, do they have a distributor in that area? So let's go ahead back to the site real quick, and I'm able to, jumping around the presentation here. Let me go back to the website real quick here. Oops, wrong button there. And let me go back to the website, and we're going to go ahead and just instant message Sherpa again. Now we already have a where to buy button, but let's just say whoever this person was or myself didn't happen to click on that. I happened to just ask K2 directly. I'd rather get confirmation from a person too. So let's go ahead and accept. API bridge is going to open through WhatsApp. It's going to bring me right back to the same chat thread I've had in the past. Excellent. We're going to go ahead and say, hello, K2. And the chat bot has had an opportunity to respond immediately as well, giving us our selectory of categories of questions we'd like to ask. I already know what I want to ask, so I'm going to say number 3, please, after sales. Why don't we just say, do you have a distributor in Roseville, California? Like I said, I'm trying to ask the AI tool more human-like questions here so I can get directly to a sales rep. So it said it didn't understand directly what I was asking. Maybe we don't have a distributor in Roseville, California. Oh, Liz is back. Hey, I'm back. Can you help? And this is where it starts to get a little bit simpler because we know that we're chatting with a real person here. Yeah, or closer. Oh, whoa. It looks like Luz was able to actually read my previous question from the chat bot. Sure, here's information. Let me take a look. She sent me a link. So let's go ahead and get that going. Look at that. I was able to actually get my information really quick. Looks like there's a CED Green Tech in Sacramento, California off of Stryker Avenue. I got a phone number, I have a website, and I have an email, an email and a website that I can go to. It'll even let me plan my route. So let's say if I was on my mobile device and I was using WhatsApp, or let's say I was on the project and I was using WhatsApp to interface with K2, I'd be able to click that and it'd go right to my Google map and it'd be able to take me to CED Green Tech. So that's extremely convenient to have these kind of instant tools at your disposal. You know, and in many cases, with our last question with website navigation, it's a little bit more difficult to navigate a website on your phone, on Chrome mobile, whether you're using, you know, Internet Explorer, whether you're using your desktop. So the goal is us to basically create some segues into getting you information very rapidly, very quickly, and very conveniently. So I'm going to go ahead and let Luz know, Radical, we're on our way. And let's go ahead and, you know, put in a guitar. You rock. And then after that, so we're driving there. We're on our way to that Green Tech. I'm going to go ahead and close out of WhatsApp. And then let's go back to one demonstration here of how the AI can actually help you easier. So let me just crack open the website once more. Sorry about the delay here. Sometimes my computer has a little bit of a hard time catching up to how fast I'm actually wanting it to do stuff. So here we go. We're back to the website here. And let's go ahead and try this once more here with the Sherpa. And let's see if we can actually get the AI to answer this question. So here's a pretty simplistic question. I'm going to go ahead and accept it, clicking WhatsApp for the last and fourth and final time here for the demonstration to show you guys how the AI can actually support you if you if you're able to ask it a very direct question. I'm going to say hello, K2. We should have an automatic prompt right there, same one that we've experienced 4 times. I know that this might seem by the 4th time a little bit redundant to go through this, but we want to make sure that you guys understand what it's actually asking you. So I'm going to go ahead and hit number 4, navigating the website. Let's say that there's a document I'm trying to find and I can't find it. So it's going to ask me, what can we answer your question? I'm going to ask it about, my inspector wanted to know on this project if the K2 system is compatible with ASCE 716. SCE 716. And I'd like to find that document. Wow, there it is right there. So the tool, if you're able to ask our AI very direct questions, it will be able to find them for you very quickly. So what it'll do is there's actually a search engine optimization built into the question that you're typing in there. So the tool is actually going to go through the website and it's going to find out what documents you're actually seeking. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this link right here and see if it's the right one I need. Documentation, engineering spanning letters, terrific. This is exactly what I wanted to find for Crossrail tilt-up. There it is. So we're able to actually get our ASCE 716 documents right from this letter right here. We can also find our California Building Code 20, where is it right here? Quick guide, technical sheet. There we go, 710. And down here, down the road here is 716, I believe. I probably drove right past it, sorry. There we go. Crossrail 48X and 80. Maybe I missed it. Brendan, am I driving the wrong direction? Because I did click onto
Keep going.
Product.
You were almost there.
There it
There you
is.
go.
Hipped roofs and gabled roofs. I didn't go where it actually told me to go. That's why. So with that said, we can get you to the documentation you actually need when you need it. So it's about 10:50, 10:49. And I want to make sure we had an opportunity to wrap up a little bit more of the presentation here. So let's just do kind of a recap of what we did. We do have our online design tool base. It's completely free to sign up for. It's available in 15 different languages. It also has Sherpa built in for free. So you can actually instant message myself, Luz, Brendan, if you need any support with the tool. As we add more team members, of course, we're going to add more flexibility to any of our tech support reps as well. One of the things we actually didn't drive over is here actually towards the end of this presentation. We are adding more API bridges. Sherpa is just the beginning. We have had API bridges with SMA, with Solar Edge, Fronius, and GoodWe. One of my favorites at the particular moment, mostly because of functionality, is the Solar Edge tool. This tool actually allows you to do an electrical design. And we do have webinars on this as well. So not only do you have the freedom to design a structural attached bill of materials and layout on your project, you can export that or via API bridge, push that to the Solar Edge API design tool, which will actually support electrical layout design. which is fantastic. And if you save that profile, that's the same exact profile you need to commission the system. So a lot of functionality was built into this to have a fluidity to it to get you to the peak support of your project. Last but not least, please feel free to reach out to us at any time here. Web links are there. All of our contact info is in the chat as well. So now we're going to be able to open it up to questions in our Q&A portion of the actual end of the webinar here. So let's go ahead. Dakota, do we have any questions?
We had one come through. I answered it, but just so everyone else is aware, if you'll be receiving the presentation, we can send the presentation as well as the webinar recording. After this, I will be sending it to everyone's email directly. So if you missed a portion or anything like that, you can review it with no problems. I'm also posting the link on our website to our contact page that lists everybody's contact information. So you can contact Luce or Brendan or Nick directly if needed. If there's any other questions, feel free to put it in the chat now.
If there are any further questions, I'm not trying to ignore anybody right now, actually, but I wanted to kind of reinforce the image that you're seeing right now. So what you're seeing is obviously like a desktop computer in that graphic right there using our design tool. But I wanted to make sure that you guys were aware, if you do have a mobile device like an iPad or a tablet, our base design tool works on mobile as well. So you're able to actually use the design software and really get granular with your projects here and be able to design arrays in the car, in the coffee shop, at the office, wherever you really want to. Having the freedom to work where you want to work and having the power of software to really enhance your workflow is something that we value a lot here at K2. And we're going to continue to pour more of our resources into building software that you want to use. I'm using Chrome right now on my iPad to use our base design tool, the same base design tool that you saw to design that array preliminary in the beginning. So a lot of great features are being designed here with the software that we're building for you. Our main goal behind all of this is to make sure that we're building the right tools that you want. So with that said, if there aren't really any more questions, I think we can stick around for a couple more minutes, but please feel free to ask us anything you want. If you want us to drive over something in base real quick, or if you have questions on how to sign up for base. But we're not just showing you a picture of the desktop and the iPad just for fun there. It actually does work on Chrome mobile. I do recommend though, if you are going to do it on a mobile device like an iPad, do try to opt in for the larger iPad because it'll definitely have more surface area for you to work on it. But I've been able to do demos with this, with the base tool, the same exact array that you saw us just design. I'm able to design it here. It is compatible with Apple Pencil, or if you decide to, use a mouse with your iPad, you can do that. So a lot of feature forward elements here with the K2 base tool.
All right, well, it looks like you did a good job because there's no more questions. So I think we can wrap it up.
Absolutely. Dakota, thank you for always supporting us and getting these organized and put together. Dakota puts a lot of work into making sure our footprint over digital, whether it's our website, whether it's every YouTube video that we have that's on our YouTube page, our instructional videos, these webinars, and making sure that you guys get the information you need out there. Thank you, Dakota. Luz, Brendan, thank you for your support today, guys. All of our attendees, feel free to engage with us. If you have questions about K2, use the Sherpa tool as needed. Feel free to let the chat bot answer your questions, or feel free to message us directly. We can make sure that your project gets across the finish line, and we want to make sure that we're a resource for your success in this industry. With that, everybody have a great Friday. I appreciate your time today. We look forward to working with you in the future.
Thank you all. Thank you, everyone.
All right, goodbye, everybody.